Okay, let's get real for a moment. Now, it's quite obvious this reality is a soul trap. So, even evolution within this structure, like if you can conquer certain things, oh, I've conquered lust and now that will make me a better, you're still in the trap. And even though that would be my number one thing I would say to all males is conquer lust, because that's how they get you. That's how they get you to perpetuate. That's how they get you to fall for the Trojan horse programming that is inside of most women. And you'll always turn a blind eye to it as long as you're ran by lust. But again, very different story. Those are like two-dimensional building blocks. I mean transcendence of all implanted things of the false flesh. This, biological computer that we're all driving around, calling it legal fictions and such, is loaded with programs. Your whole program, to reproduce and keep the matrix going, yeah, that's not you. That's the system. They want to keep it going. Anyways, you can take whatever the fuck I say with a grain of salt, and sure, I hope you do. That's great. I know you got it all figured out anyways, right? But if you haven't seen it by now, this reality is destined for no good. And if you want to try to fix it, or if you just want to try to be a little hacker and, just be involved in it and I just want to know the game and know the rules, but you're still part of a satanic reality. It's going nowhere good. So you can hack all you want and get all the cheat codes, but you're still part of a subpar reality that is filth on filth on filth. I mean, it's, there's not, if you are truly wise, you will have nothing to do with this sham of a reality. We've come here to try to help people. We try to help them wake up, and we do it through various means. Some do it through love, some do it through humor, some do it through critique. I like to kind of like, whatever. But they're not going to get it. Most are already programs anyways, whether they know it or not. They're programs, and they are on a conveyor belt in a fixed path to fulfill a prophecy. And most of the constituents aren't aware. They lack the capacity to ever be aware. It's along the lines of forgive them for they know not what they do, but also, we got to kind of roll because there's other realities we need to be a part of. And to be part of this demonic shit show, this ever-increasing digistopia, no, it's only a maze of entrapment. The deeper you go, for whatever reasons, whether you're intrigued or you want to try to help things along, the deeper you go, the more entrapped you'll be. Look at how complex the narrative and the maze goes just with your own body. Identifying with the names and the titles that they've told you are, and the colors and the perceived, preferences that you think you have when you have never been. But anyways, for a lot of the 3D and the people that seek tangibility, it will not be found here. And that will keep you glued to their map. This is a sort of Gnostic thing, almost like you would have, textbooks without the headlines you would think they would have, without having knowledge prefaced with what you think that there would be. It's speaking in tongues, it's speaking between the lines. Because once you're on their grid, they got you. They will contort and they will accessorize, and then they will get you to identify with the experience. And that's the trap. The more you identify with this reality, the more you identify with your biological matrix decoding device, the more they got you. So, and for those of you, for many of you, that is what you choose. We can see it. That is what you choose. You are on this ride. You are having the safety straps, and you throw your hands up in the air. Some of you are clutching onto the seat, but either way, you are consenting to the ride. And we don't. And so this is where we leave off. You know, if you want to continue to be part of the shit show and go into their tunnels, you do that. But this isn't the only reality in town. And the format that this runs on, no. So that you make decisions not from a place of desperation or any human emotion at all, including love. That it can be true glory, unbound. Unbound by your fictitiousness that you've learned in your bonded state. This fictitiousness that you've learned through all the false filaments of everything trying to masquerade as a god or a devil. Glory unbound.